Oh, hello, good morning. Is this the place? No one's here. Oh wait, I have a quest marker. That might help. It's a good thing I am, like, magical enough to know precisely not only where someone is, but how far away they are. Are you she? Dobra Nija. Hello, I'm going to talk to you. Hello, what can I help you with? Hi, you're Dobra Nija? Right, nice to meet you. I am Rasamir. Let's see, that's right, nice to meet you too, Rasamir. What brings you to me? Unigost told me that you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends what proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. Dude, can you stop with the whatever pumping you're doing? Oi. Alright. Also, I automatically know how old she is. Okay. It depends on what proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. That sounds more than amazing. There you go. One porridge. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my Hughes Bend? There's nothing much to say, really. I've just arrived in the valley looking for my Uncle Jordan. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. That's weird. My microphone is shivering. Is there a tiny earthquake? Anyways, okay, yep. Oh, yes. He was Unigost's friend. I remember I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay. I don't even remember him really. That's driving me nuts off to the side there. Most that I know about him is from my... Oh my god, stop. From my mother's stories. She always looked up to her big brother, loved him furiously even when he stopped visiting. A lot of people did, from what I heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is the architect of his own future. But only that, apparently. Thank you for saying that. It's what I needed to hear, but let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? I was part of a traveling band of troubadours. I've never managed to learn how to play any instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. My travels brought us to the valley. Not long after the death of your uncle, I still remember seeing Unigost for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was part of him. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Unigost's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. No, not really. What? Are you implying that I look old? Nothing of the sort. Anyways, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that. Or blindness, or stupidity, poor judgment, maybe. Whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you like. You fell hard for the grandpa with the sad eyes, and you know it. I did. He annoys me sometimes like nobody else, yet I can't imagine breathing without him now. That seems excessive to me, personally. But don't let me go all soft on you. You've surely got some places to go. It's a pleasure talking to you. Dobronija. Every second of it. Here. I know it's not much, but it will come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs a coin these days. I really appreciate that. Oh, come on. Don't try to be a hero. Alright. Do something for me then. It won't be a handout, just your first pay. That I can agree on. What do you need? There's a farmer in the village. She's called Jeronwaja. Why am I getting a J? Jeronwaja. No, it's wow. These names. Okay. Jerog or Jeroniwa. Okay. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't got anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what would happen to these people when we run out of beer. Consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Unigost asked me to grab a couple for us. Of course, here you go. Great, thank you. He promised to tell me some stories about Jordan. Haha, thank you. Sorry, oh, I see. Well, in that case, 4 oat ale. See, that was backwards to me. That was backwards. Alright, so... there's the guy. Do I want to start this now? Stories might take a while, I suppose. Alright. Oi. Hello, Mieszta. Unigost. Hey, Unigost, you're looking at the proud house owner from the valley. And I'm back bearing beers. That didn't strike me as being right. Okay. A job well done indeed. Alright, let me wet my throat with this amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Jordan. My eyes must be going. I knew Jordan for 22 years before he died. He was my best and truest friend, a brother actually. I remember the day we met as if it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Jellenberg, where I was born. Maybe Jellenberg? You could say I hated that place, but it still was the only home I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyway, I was forced to take care of my own. So I did, doing the only thing I could do, stealing. Stealing? So, oh gosh, this is so backwards. Okay, I was, and a bloody good one if I might say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, just survival. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. Stealing is still a crime, no matter the motivation. Well, I'd say you'll want to wait and hear a bit more before getting all high and mighty on me. I'm sorry, go on. We had an annual festival at Jellenberg. It always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do a day's worth of work in a matter of minutes. I grabbed a few coins here and there, some jewelry, a pair of new boots, right off someone's feet apparently. And then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped to his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I sneaked behind him in the crowd, like I said, did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around and disappear like always, and then wham. I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull, and I was so shocked I didn't even realize what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding, I could barely see straight, and do you know what was the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? Ha ha ha, no. A smile. A big radiant smile on the face of the man with two different eyes. Really? Okay. It was your Uncle Jordan, the one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his hand out, helped me get up, and offered me a beer. Ha ha ha, just like that. Just like that. I don't get it. That's just how Jordan was. You see, your uncle was deadly clever. Smartest man I ever known. Hands down. He could see the world like nobody else, predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So, on a rare occasion that someone surprised him, he was intrigued. Indeed. Apparently, even despite my failure, I was still the one that came the closest to robbing him, and he liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? I didn't really have a choice, did I? I was terrified of the guy at the moment. So we went. He took me to the most expensive and most crowded tavern in the whole town. Remember that it was the day of the festival. Even entering that place was next to impossible. He didn't seem to care, though. In a matter of seconds, we were sitting at the table being serviced by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. And did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Jellenberg. It all felt like a dream, to be honest, especially with me still being dazed after the punch. I was still sure he was a nobleman. His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved, the way he chugged a beer like it was a race. Wiped his face with his sleeve, burped like a drum. How does a drum burp? He went from the lord to the savage like that. Snaps fingers. I'm doing a terrible job. I need to be more familiar with the dialogue before I try to read it, because sometimes it just blends together in my eyes. Or my brain steps ahead of the dialogue and then I make mistakes. Anyways, I relived that moment a dozen times until I realized why he did that. It wasn't a mistake. Oh no. No laziness, no amount of weakness. He wanted me to see it, to understand it. Understand what? That he was full of crap. You see, Rasimir, your uncle's one of a kind. He was a true master of arms, and his weapon of choice was his confidence. What does that even mean? Imagine a closed door with 2 armed guards at his sides, and you want what's inside. What are your options? You can force yourself in, bribe the guards, try to pick a lock, but Jordan, he just holds his head up high, walks right in, and demands the door to be open. You were right, that sounds surreal. I never knew that about my uncle. My mother's stories were quite different. Because I'm afraid she knew a quite different Jordan than on me. I would say than I, but whatever. Than everybody in the pack. Come on, you can't. Wait. Oh, again, out of order. Oh, dear Rasimir, there's so much more you don't know. Our story hasn't even really begun, but it's getting late. Come on, you just can't leave me hanging like that. All right, I'm going to tell you a bit more. After that beer we had a couple more. That's some mead, if I remember correctly. We were talking about our past, our dreams, convictions, started making some drunken, absurd plans. I thought we were joking, to be honest. The next thing I remember is waking up in silk sheets. I'm guessing they weren't yours, right? Are you kidding? It was the first time I'd even touched fabric like that. The ceiling in the chamber was so high it could fit a giant. I thought I was dreaming. Then the servants walked in, and I was ready to flee, but instead of fighting me, they presented me with breakfast. Really? How come? It was all Jordan's doing. I've never found out how he managed to pull it off. Whenever I asked, he just burst into laughter. Even years after, needless to say, I left Jellenberg with him on that day. The first time I went outside of the town's walls and never came back. It was the first day the pack was born, and 3 years later there were 5 of us, a real team, a family. We called ourselves the Reminders. Oh, how I wish I could be there. Oh, it sounds incredible. I've never had adventures like that, and probably never will. Easy, my boy. It wasn't always fun and lovely, but it's a tale for another time. It really did get late, and I am sure you'll have a lot of work to do. Come and find me tomorrow, we'll talk more. I'll do that. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm drunk. I was like, what's going on? It's the geese. They're responsible. Alright, let's see. I was asked to inquire with someone about rye. I suspect farmers are the ones most likely to know anything about rye. Alwyn. Hi, my name is Rasimir. Hi, I'm Alwyn. I don't recognize you. Are you new here? I came here from the south. I'm looking for a new place for myself where I can start a new life. Good luck to you, then. As for me, I'm a farmer. My job is to cultivate fields. In fact, I do the same work every day, year by year. Doesn't it get boring? Of course it bores me. How long can you do the same thing in your life over and over again? But my family needs my help, and I am doing my best to provide for them. There's no need for you to apologize. I'm a little bit annoyed and short-tempered recently. There's a delicate matter that won't let me focus on my work. What's that, Alwyn? It may seem petty, but I'm really tired of my mother's conflict with Jeroniwa. Her son, Dalibor, won't leave my little sister, Olga, alone. I understand it's a game for him. After all, when I was his age, I played with Dobromira, his older sister. I pretended to be a knight equipped with a stick instead of a sword, but anyways, I managed to protect her honor, like every knight does. Anyway, let's get down to earth. I think he needs something to keep him busy and away from my sister. So what? That you could work with clear mind again, huh? It'd be nice indeed. I'll see what I can do. Alright, so that's not what I was after. I was supposed to talk to someone about rye. Wait. There is a way to find out. Journal. So, I have my own survivalist thing to do here. Dobronaja. 18 years left to this quest line. Let's see. Going on the rye delivery she's supposed to receive. Let's track that quest and see where. Okay, it's right here. Okay, good. Oh, there was a second person here. That helps. Always press F. It's wrong. Hello, Jaren. I have been sent by Dobronaja. For what for? I've heard that you were the one that supplied rye to the tavern. So? I'm sorry. Forgive me, I didn't mean to be rude. It's just dealing with some personal issue. Is everything alright? I don't want to bother you with my problems. You're not bothering me. I'm eager to listen. Well, a long time ago I made a major mistake, and the consequences of that decision are troubling me now. Marrying an idiot. Very good. Ha ha ha, I understand. Believe me, you don't. How exactly does this doubtful intellectual prowess trouble you? Last night he was supposed to sell one of our cows in the market. I told him specifically the price he should sell it for. We need the coins now more than ever. And can you guess what he comes back with? The cow? A handful of seeds that someone told him were magical. Magic seeds, can you imagine? Moron. They weren't even seeds. It was just a bunch of rabbit droppings. I'm going to lose my mind because of that, man, I swear. Well, I'd love to say something uplifting right now, but that really does sound foolish. Thank you. That's what I need to hear. There's nothing for you to do, sweetie, but I appreciate the offer. Letting me vent a little was more than enough already. Unfortunately, we won't be able to provide the rye this time. The crops are all diseased and pretty much unusable. As if this didn't have enough problems already, or if I didn't anyways. But don't worry, I ordered a delivery of rye from Orolnica. These town names, man. It should be here yesterday, actually. Don't know what happened. Nadar is usually very prompt. Maybe you can go see him and check if everything is alright. Alright. Oh, 1.4 kilometers away. All the way up here. Boy, that's a bit of a thing. How about, instead, I wrap up the episode by doing this. Alright, I already have a safe haven. It's time to get some food now. Maybe I'll set up a trap. So I need a spear, a stone knife, hunt a wild animal, and survive for a season. Well, the season's not going to end for several days, so I suppose I'll have to wait for this one to conclude. But I can at least do those parts. I presume I'm going to need some of this kind of thing to make a knife and a trap. Probably made of sticks, almost certainly. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get a bit hungry. Oh, I left food back at home, though. Oh, plantain. Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, there. Okay. Stone, stick. Stick, stick. Stone. Oh. Oh, yeah, more plantain. Those are medicinal. And they're not related to the plantain that looks like a banana, either. They're just... Oh, if you saw a plantain in... the ones here are not super easy to see, especially in the dark. But, I don't know. I guess it depends on what part of the world you're from, but where I'm from, being, you know, east coast of America, all the way up and down from here to Maine, plantain is everywhere. Frickin' everywhere. And it's medicinal, and like almost nobody knows. I mean, it's no substitute for a doctor in an emergency, but, you know, you might want to know a few things like that. Medicinal oibs and the like. There it is. Oh, but I'm a bit weighed down. Let's see what I can make, actually. There's the knife. I need that. You know what, though? Let's set this as our primary here. So, hunt a wild animal. Probably not going to be able to do that in the dark. But I can at least get prepared. What was the other thing? I think I need... The other thing was a spear, right? For which I will need a tree. Oh, and I need to make a trap, too. Yeah, set a trap. In order to set a trap, I need to make a trap. Alright. This ought to do for a couple of spears. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Logs. What's this? And an axe. And mead. Why is this here? Alright, well, regardless. Fences, gates, building, road, traps. Rabbit trap. Okay. Alright, cool. And I do want more than one spear. They break easily, so I keep forgetting that's not the command I want. There we go. And what else was there? A hoe. Knife. Torch. I need straw for that. A bag. Firewood. Well, I might as well make that now. There's no harm in making something early, right? I'll come back for those supplies later. So the trap is set. Maybe it's time to go to bed.